Hey loves, and welcome back to the channel, guys. So in this video I'm going to be doing a channel review as well as a regrowth plan. Now this video is for anyone who is currently experiencing a sudden decline or a drastic decline in their YouTube growth, in their YouTube subscription rates, in their views, in their engagement, whatever it is. This video is to kind of give you guys an idea of how you should reevaluate your YouTube content or YouTube strategy plan and kind of help yourself and improve yourself moving forward. So that's what we're doing currently, and I hope you guys join me in this video. Okay, so to get started with this video, I really just want to focus on my channel growth and kind of reviewing my channel in a holistic way. I want to have a holistic view of how my channel had performed, how it is performing now, and kind of match these two together to see how we can improve and, you know, grow faster and grow better. Basically, we have reached 155,000 subscribers. I'm so excited, I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy about that. However, we still have a lot more work to do. And the thing is, when you start focusing on your current or your past achievements, it kind of hinders you from your future achievements or your future goals, because you're really fixated on what had happened or what's happening now, and you're excited about it, and then you lose focus or you get too comfortable, like, yeah. And that's one of our problems, and that's one of my problems at the same time. So if you've reached 1,000 subscribers and you feel like, yeah, I need to relax, yeah, you do need to relax, but it's also a perfect time for you to re-strategize, to also review and reflect on all the things you've been doing that was working, all the things you were doing that didn't work, and look for ways on how you can also improve. So that's what we're doing in this video. I feel like this is not going to be a single video. This is going to be a series, because our goal for 2022, before the end of 2022, is to reach 200,000 subscribers, guys. So it means that we are a little bit, we're like we have 45,000 subscribers to go, and we have to hit that within 3 months. That kind of sounds impossible, but it's not. There's nothing impossible about impossibility. There's nothing impossible as long as you kind of are driven and you're motivated and you kind of see, because not everyone sees the end result or the end goal. Most people think they see it, they imagine it, amazing, but they don't see it, they don't feel it. And once you don't do that, it is harder to achieve and manifest and get, you know. This video is kind of the start to growth to YouTube success episodes, but the goal is to keep pushing and keep working harder, and even if we don't get it, at least we'll get to somewhere really close to that. And yeah, that's what we're all about. So in this video, we are kind of going to have a holistic view of our channel, and I want this to be also like a practice for anyone who is watching this. You can also apply this to your own channel. We're gonna look at the areas that I kind of fell short, the weaknesses, the areas that didn't do well, and also the areas that really did well. We're going to kind of focus on the strengths and look at how to turn those weaknesses into strengths. Before I even start, yeah, this YouTube world, this creative world is so diverse, right? So we're going to kind of be looking at 4 basic things that kind of makes up a triangle, and this is very important when it comes to this YouTube content creation world. So on that triangle, I'll probably leave a diagram over here. The top part has to be the YouTube algorithm. Now maybe we'll do definitely we'll do a video on the YouTube algorithm, how the YouTube platform works, like what is the concept behind YouTube? What is YouTube all about? How do they react to what you put out there? You, that's the second component, which is you as a creative, right? If you are an active content creator, you're posting content online, you are so dominant, you're so important in the YouTube scheme. If you're doing a review, a replan, regrowth, whatever it is, you need to focus on you as a channel, right? And then another component is others, right? Other people, other creatives, because whether you like it or not, other creatives are your colleagues, right? But they are also your competitors, because if your audience are not watching you, they are watching other people. So you want to also look at what they are doing, right? And kind of compare that against you. And that's something that I really do when it comes to content planning, right? I like to see what is out there because there's nothing hidden under the sun, right? Nothing is new. Everything is kind of like refurbished, redesigned, remodified. So I like to see what is out there. What are people similar to me, similar to my audience? What are they doing? And how can I not just do it, but do it best? And that's the key thing, right? No matter how good a video you've watched is, there's always a gap in that video. There's always room for improvement, whether it's in terms of the quality, in terms of the audio, in terms of the delivery, in terms of the value of the content, right? And in the middle of that triangle, we have the most important aspect of this whole YouTube world, and that is you guys, the audience. You guys are, you're the most important. You're like the oil, like you are the engine. You are the reason why this platform is even existing, because you keep coming back, you keep watching, right? And that is two things we need to look at. Why do they come back, and why are they watching? Or what are they watching? And that would affect how you behave and how you create at the same time. So I'm going to be looking at all of that, but you as the audience decide the fate of creators. That sounds like a very heavy job or task, but it's the honest truth. Now, the more you understand the people, the community, the audience, the better it is for you as a creative. The first thing I like to highlight or put my focus on is my channel mission, right? And basically that is the reason for the existence of your channel. What is your channel about? What does it stand for? What do you want people to gain from your channel at the end of the day? Now, if you're not new to my channel, you know that my channel is all about creating a holistic hub, a holistic platform, a holistic resource guide for content creators, for creatives who are struggling or trying to navigate through this, hectic digital space. Now, the goal of my channel, or the mission of my channel, is to provide as much insight as possible to creatives, right, who are struggling, who are new, or who are stuck, or who are trying to grow like we are right now. The first thing you need to do is to decide what your mission is, or what your mission has been. And having an idea of that, it would help you review your channel to know if your channel or your content have been living up to that expectation, to your mission statement, to your own channel purpose, right? So yeah, having said that, I have my laptop over here. I want to quickly open up my YouTube analytics. If you guys are not new here, you know that I love analytics. I love analytics. So like I said, I'm just doing like a holistic. I'll probably leave it here so you guys can see. Let me move in a little bit so that I can have more space for you guys. But yeah, I'm doing like a holistic view. And the first thing I'm seeing here is in terms of my consistency. Now, I'm supposed to be posting 3 times a week, but you guys already know that. Yeah. So I have my pen and paper over here because I want to see what I'm doing wrong at this point. Now, I'm supposed to be posting 3 times a week. I haven't been doing that for a while now. At least for the past year. Like this year, I haven't been so consistent. I have been consistent, but not this consistent towards like posting 3 times a week. At least the minimum I try to put at least twice. So what I want to do is to kind of double my efforts. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, sometimes you get to a point where you are comfortable with your growth, you are comfortable with your revenue, you're comfortable with where you are, but then within you, you are kind of expecting change. Change doesn't happen that way. You have to make that change, and you have to be deliberate about it. It takes one video to make you a millionaire. It takes one video to get to where you want to get to. If you are a digital content creator, you just need that one video, that breakthrough video, right? Start being consistent. Even if you're not seeing the result, just know that one day, something is going to happen. It might not be as soon as you expected, or it might even be sooner than you expected, but something will definitely happen. I want to go over to my analytics, and we want to kind of see the trend from the year that I was growing and kind of compare that to now. Okay, so like I said, I'm doing like a holistic general review of my channel as a whole, and by starting off by doing it like this, it is easier to kind of see the overall structure and the overall performance of my channel. Now, it is also easier to start kind of tailoring it down to different specific topics. So having a general holistic view of kind of what is going on, I want to see what the structure of my channel is like from outside before I go in and start like dissecting things. So I want to compare from the 1st of January 2019 up until now. And then I think what I'm going to do is also to compare 2019 to this 2020 and see how it has been. So yeah, so we can see, okay, so I'm seeing views per content. What I want to do is just to see like a general view. I'm going to click on total so that everything can kind of accumulate and we can focus on one line or one graph and see how that progresses. So amazing. So this is our growth. This has been our growth for the last 3 years. And like I said, with having like a product life cycle, or should I call like a channel life cycle, you definitely see some dips, some peaks at the same time when it comes to performance and growth in general. So some days you get views, some days you don't get views. So that's what the graph represents. Now, you guys can see this is my 3-year channel. What word can I use to describe it? My 3-year channel growth. This is my 3-year channel growth chart. And we can see that January 2019, I was struggling. I'm going to convert this to subscribers, right? So you guys can see how we have grown generally. 2019, we were barely doing 15,000 views per month. March, 16,000. April, May, 26,000. And at that point, June, I had about 40,000. At this point, guys, you could see that my growth was slowly increasing because I was putting in, and we're averaging between 20 to 40,000 views per month, right? Now, my breakthrough year was in January, right? It was in January. Now, remember, the year prior to that, which was 2019, I was putting out a lot of content, which is why we kind of had a fair decent amount of channel views. So 2019, a girl was getting 20,000 views, 30,000 views, 40,000 views per month, right? But we're still putting out content. 2020 was my breakthrough year. So 2020, January, we had 55,000 views, right? So that was a high peak for me. That was the highest amount of views I had seen throughout my YouTube lifetime at that point. And then we went on to 500,000 views in February. I would never had imagined that. I would never had thought that was possible for my channel. But like I said, I was posting our content consistently, and it kind of helped because one video did well and then it dipped a bit, right? And that's the thing about like viral content or trending content. They just work and they help your channel grow for a short period of time. Now, because again, I had valuable content on my channel, I was getting a certain amount of average views every single month. So people were coming back to my channel to watch my previous videos, my new videos, because they were very valuable. Now I have 300,000, 400,000, let's keep moving, 400,000, 200,000, which was amazing, considering that we were coming from having just 40,000 to 20,000 views per month. Now this year was absolutely amazing for me, okay? Now, I want to compare that to this year. 2022, instead of having 300,000 views per month, which was amazing. However, you can see that we started slowly declining because of lack of having adequate content strategy and adequate consistency strategy at the same time. So that started declining from 200 to 100,000 views, and where we are 144,000 views, which is not bad. But comparing that to where we once were, which was about 400,000 views averaging, that is a quarter of what we are actually capable of. In terms of subscribers, we can see that 2020, again, I believe COVID also helped, because a lot of people were now online on YouTube, and a lot of people wanted to start up a YouTube channel because we're all at home, and I was creating content to help people start up. So yeah, 2020, we can see that we were having an average of about 14,000 subscribers per month. We can also see how that declined by year, from year to year. And yeah, this year we're doing about 1,500 on average, which is not bad, but it is not great at the same time. We could be doing 10 times more than that. So we want to kind of 10x our growth on this channel, and I'm so excited for this one. Okay, so I want to do two more things. I want to kind of see my channel in terms of consistency. I want to see how many videos I've been uploading this year. Like, I want to see how many videos I was uploading this year on a regular basis as opposed to the previous years. And I also want to see, which is the second thing, I also want to see a general view of what my channel looks like, my channel outlay looks like, in terms of the kind of content I'm putting out, the views of the different types of content in terms of genres that I'm putting out, and which ones are working. What I'm doing is just to have an idea of, you know, what's been going wrong and how we can make it all right. So let me just see my content. So we can see instantly that some weeks we posted twice a week on a weekly basis. Some we posted once. There are some weeks that we went without posting, which is like this space over here. So on average, we were doing about 2 videos per week, which is terrible considering that our schedule is to post 3 times a week. So it means that we are falling short of our own goals and expectations. Let me see 2020. How often were we posting? Oof, it's gonna be a tough one. Let me even say 2022. Let me not even go too far. 2022, we were averaging between, I'm seeing a lot of 3s. I'm also seeing a lot of 2s and some 4s, which, you know, which is decent. Let me do custom 2020. Yeah, so like I said, I started becoming very consistent in 2020, and we can see that there are a lot of 3s here. There are a lot of 3s, and I'm seeing some 4s, even 5s. So sometimes I posted 5 times a week, and I was doing this because, again, like I said, I had a growth here, and I could see the spike, and I wanted to maintain that spike and maintain that level of growth and visibility. So I was posting 3 times a week, sometimes 4, sometimes even 5. I feel like posting 3 times a week is sufficient enough. However, if you want to double up and you have a lot of free time, and maybe if it's your full-time job, you might as well do 4 times. You know, push yourself, why not? Yeah, so one of the last things I want to do, like I said, is to have a holistic view of my channel, which is what I'm doing right now. I want to see the kind of content that I'm doing, not just doing, but the kind of content I'm creating that are doing well. Now, you guys obviously know that initially we went into lifestyle vlogs, but recently we started creating lifestyle vlogs. And I feel like with that new content change, a lot of things change on my platform. So I feel like my audience behavior has also changed, as well as my own behavior as well. So these two things have affected my views. Yeah, like I said, you guys like more of vlogs, because I'm seeing that the content that are really doing well are vlogs. So something that I feel like would happen if I start up with this series is that I feel like a lot of people need this video or need this type of videos. However, I might not get a favorable immediate response because, again, my community are already used to seeing vlogs and they expect more vlogs. So I have to be ready for the change, but at the same time, I have to put into perspective what my audience would want, but also what I want to create. So I need to find a balance with that when it comes to my content strategy. And let me go scroll down a bit to my previous videos. Yeah, this is the era. You guys can see a little bit of cohesion, consistency with my channel branding, and that is something I'm not seeing in my recent videos. I feel like I've just gotten too comfortable, to be honest with you, and I need to not be comfortable. I need to be hungry. I need to be starving. I need to be desperate enough, not too desperate, but I need to be eager enough to work really hard. Yeah, this for me is kind of insightful, but something that I notice is there is a need for tutorials relating to setups and growth and just expressing your creativity and sharing your experience as a creative. But there's also a need for relatability in terms of showing off who you are as a person and not just as a brand, right? Because with a brand, you are more polished, you are more structured, and you are more represented. I don't know if that makes sense. But a brand is more put together as opposed to a person. A person is real, is relatable. And that is what I'm instantly seeing from my general content, is that you guys kind of also love lifestyle content because you get to see the real creative life, the real life of someone, as opposed to just the brand that just talks professionally and looks too serious and too professional, if that makes sense. Moving forward, what I'm going to try to do is to create a balance, and I'll talk about that in the content aspect of this, where we kind of research for content. First thing I want to do is to categorize the type of content I'm doing, and each content has to be linked to what my channel mission is about, which is to help you but also to entertain you with the real life of a creative, right? So that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode. And yeah, we're going to kind of form our structure, our content and all of that, and I'm going to use the next week to start off with this content plan. So yeah, this video is a video that I feel like it makes me vulnerable because I'm kind of seeing the channel kind of like plateau, like it's going down, and I get it because it's normal. With business, you experience ups and downs, and that's how it is. You have to like ride the wave, right? And the good thing is you have to be prepared and knowledgeable enough to ride the wave. You have to be able to actually say that over and over again, but ride the wave so that way the wave doesn't drown you, right? And I have been drowning, and if you have been drowning, then welcome, because now we are alive, we are struggling, we are swimming to the shore, and we are trying to get back to learning how to ride the wave, right? Now, YouTube is an aspect of my career that I absolutely love because I feel like it's a platform that is so generous with its givings. So this is like a wake-up call for me, and hopefully for you too, if you're someone who isn't where you would want to be, or if you're someone who's experiencing decline, if you feel like you're getting depressed, if you feel like, you know, you want to quit, stop that thinking, stop that mentality. It is a short-term experience. Now it is left for you to convert that short-term into non-existent, right? However, if you don't take action, it's going to kind of prolong itself and move from short-term to long-term and even maybe lifetime. And that's when you see people quitting YouTube because, you know, it's not working for them. They get tired, they get frustrated, they don't take action, and then they quit, right? So now that we're seeing that there is a problem, we are trying to create a solution for that problem. So I'm pretty excited for this. Consistency, balance, more work, more deep diving into what the audience wants, more analysis of what's going on in the YouTube space. So that's kind of what this video was all about, and I kind of have that idea, so I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. If you're watching this video, if you watch to the end, I really wish you well on your journey, and I can't wait for us to hit our next milestone. Let me know down in the comment section what your milestone goal for 2022 is or was, and if you've reached it or if you're close to reaching it. And the year has only started, it is not the end, and yeah, let's just do, and let's keep running till we hit, you know. I can't wait to see you guys. Let me know your milestone is down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But till then, before you leave, make sure you check out my previous videos and subscribe to the channel if you're yet to subscribe. Join the family and let's grow on this platform, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But till then, again, like I always say, make sure you stay fabulous and you stay blessed.